What's up, everybody? I'm back. So welcome back to the Poets Corner. I'm Anna, and today we're doing another book haul. I know I've got problems. So my first book is one that's really near and dear to my heart. June was my birthday month, and so I sort of wanted a poetry book that reminded me of my childhood, and so that's why I got Shel Silverstein's Where the Sidewalk Ends. I love Shel Silverstein's poems. I love how light and jolly they are, and how they're just like what children would think. They're outrageous and they're funny, and I love them so much. They make me feel like a child when I read them, and they make things that look childish not seem as ridiculous, or maybe sort of also jar me to my own unimaginativeness, if that is even a word. I know that there's a lot of different books by Shel Silverstein, and I do intend to collect all of them at some point because his poems just take me to a place that no one else can. The next poetry book is The Last Time I'll Write About You by Lanuza. It is about love. I have actually read it, and for me, I've never been in love, so a lot of things that I've read in this I don't necessarily relate to, but Dawn does put her poetry and her heartbreak into in such a beautiful way that, you know, it doesn't matter if I can relate, because I think it's beautiful anyways. I can't wait to do a book talk about this. I don't know if I'll get around to it, but I definitely would recommend you to read this. It's a really cute sized book, and the artwork is actually really good. The next book that I have was actually recommended to me by someone who made a comment in one of my previous videos, and I actually do know this artist really well, and I love her poetry, and that is Sarah Kay's Matter The Wreckage. Sarah Kay has been on my list of favorite poets for a really long time, and I've always loved listening to her perform her spoken word poetry, and so to have a print version of her poems is amazing. In fact, I had it on my list the second I found out that it was coming out, and I have yet to read it, but I cannot wait. A lot of these poems I know because I've listened to her perform them over and over and over again, but it's gonna be so much better seeing the words and being able to memorize lines, and just seeing it on paper is gonna be a really great experience. My next book that I have is another Jennae Cecelia book, and that is I Am More Than Daydream. I actually have also read this one, and I like it. I love her poems. They're very encouraging and very uplifting, and I really like that because I think there really should be a balance between the sad poems and the happy ones. I feel like if I focus all the time on the happy poems, then I never sort of get the depth or even just understand better human emotion, because I think sadness is a huge part of how we understand happiness. But at the same time, if you always read sad poems, then I feel like it's gonna sort of bring your mood down. And so I really love that her poems are just so upbeat and so happy. I'm really looking forward to sharing this one with you guys. My next poem is one that I am in the middle of reading, and it is really powerful, and it's Tell Me Where It Hurts by J.R. Rouge. Or Rouge, I don't know. I never know how to say that word. This one is obviously very, very heavy, very serious, but her poems are fantastic, at least what I've seen of them so far. Really, really eye-opening, and I don't want to romanticize pain, but in the best way possible, it's like a beautiful pain in the sense that she has put her pain to words so beautifully that they tell a story, and they tell her story, and I really do like this one so far. My last book is one that I'm also in the middle of reading, and this book is, I don't think I've ever read a poetry book that I've related to so much. Not in the sense that I share the author's story, but a lot of the things that he describes are things that I experience in my own life, and I have to sit back sometimes and just be like, oh my gosh. I have to be, pausing and taking deep breaths and just sort of absorbing it, because it does feel, to me, it's very, very real. And that book is My Sober Little Moon by John Lupin, also known as The Poetry Bandit. This book really does focus on someone who has been an alcoholic in the past, and his addiction to alcohol, and how it changed his life and transformed his relationships, and how he strives to be better and how he managed that. It really is a beautiful story, and I'm really enjoying it, and it's so amazing to me. I will be doing a book talk on this, but I do encourage you to buy it. Even before I make that video, I would definitely encourage you to buy it, because even the first few poems that I have read have been unforgettable and just magnificent. Well, that's it for today, guys. My 6 new poetry books. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.